This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Carter. 2 people were hurt in a head-on crash near Viroqua this morning. Police say the driver of a pickup tried to pass several vehicles when he crashed head-on into an oncoming SUV. The 21-year-old man in the pickup and 55-year-old woman in the SUV were both injured.
Shortly after 7 o'clock this morning, we got a 911 call regarding a 2-vehicle head-on collision here on Pierce Hill Road just outside of Viroqua. When our deputies had got on scene and the fire department had got on scene, it was determined that a pickup truck and a SUV had collided head-on.
The woman in the SUV was airlifted to Gunderson. No one else was in either vehicle.
We have a chilly week ahead of us. We're feeling it today. It's pretty similar to the temperatures that we saw yesterday, but you're definitely going to feel that cold weather seeping in as you wake up in the morning tomorrow. We have some snow on the way as well. It's not here quite yet. Radar's looking pretty quiet for our area, but we take a wider view at it. We see that snow off in South Dakota slowly making its way into our area as we go into the later afternoon hours. Here's a look at the sky tracker taking us with that snow chance. Just a light band staying mainly near and south of I-90 as we go throughout the rest of the day, getting here around 6 p.m. and then moving out fairly quickly after that. As you can see, though, there's some clearing behind this system as we move out, and that's really going to help get our temperatures pretty chilly tonight, along with that colder air coming in behind this cold front. So here's the look at the rest of the afternoon. Ahead of those snow chances coming in, we're seeing cloudy skies stick around in La Crosse. Temperatures in the low 20s out there. Winds are fairly light. In Eau Claire, the clouds are going to start to increase ahead of that system. Not looking to see flurries as far north as Eau Claire, but definitely have some more snow chances this week. That'll give everybody at least a decent shot at seeing some light flurries. I'll have your full look at all the snow chances that we have coming up in a little bit.
All right, Nicole, thank you. A rural Toma man charged with multiple child sex crimes appears in Monroe County Court today. 56-year-old James Ossinger faces more than 20 felony charges, including repeated sexual assault of a child. Ossinger remains in jail on $1 million cash bond. And Governor Tony Evers is in Eau Claire right now. He's visiting Western Dairyland Head Start. It's part of the Evers administration's Year of the Kid. The governor says he wants to lower the cost of things like child care. The visit comes as some Head Start programs here have struggled to access funding as a result of the Trump administration's federal funding freeze. And the La Crosse County Board will appoint a new supervisor today. Christy Tweed will take over the 24th district seat. Kevin Hoyer left that after moving out of the Onalaska and Holmen area. Tweed was a candidate for supervisor in the last 2 county board elections. She'll serve out the remaining 14 months of Hoyer's term until the regular election in April 2026. This week, we are sitting down with La Crosse's mayoral candidates ahead of next week's primary. This morning, we started with Vicki Markison, who brings experience from the Chamber of Commerce and Workforce Development. I asked her about La Crosse's population decline while neighboring communities continue to see growth.
I am concerned that we are losing population. There was a study done with some of the school conversations that there are kids being born in La Crosse, but by the time they hit school age, they are living elsewhere. Right. We have to ensure, in fact, I have friends that have done it. They lived here and now they live in Holmen and they're having a child. We have to ensure that La Crosse has a great narrative of how we're addressing all of those pieces of the economy, not just housing, of course, right, but all of those pieces so that we have a great story to tell as to why they should continue living in La Crosse.
And our conversations with the mayoral candidates will continue tomorrow. At 6:40, we'll speak with Chris Kalo. Then Wednesday, Shondell Washington Spivey will join us. And finally, on Thursday, we'll be joined by Ellie McClune. In D.C. now, more federal agencies and workers are being targeted. The Trump administration now pushing to shut down the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. CBS's Natalie Brandt has those details.
Thousands of federal employees returned to in-person work this Monday, but the government's Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has been ordered closed. Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency posted on social media, CFPB RIP. Some Republican lawmakers applauded the move.
The CFPB has been out of control for some time. The way it's designed, I think, is unconstitutional. It has no oversight. It's been basically a reckless agency that's been allowed to go way beyond any mandate that I think was originally intended.
Congress established the Independent Watchdog Bureau in the wake of the Great Recession of 2008.
That crash was caused in large part by subprime predatory lending that happened all across the United States.
Dennis Kelleher, president of the advocacy group Better Markets, says since its creation, the CFPB has been a key ally for consumers.
In just 14 years, that agency has returned over $20 billion to more than 200 million ripped off Americans in all 50 states.
The move follows similar Trump administration actions to try and make cuts at USAID, the Agency for International Development, which helps distribute foreign aid. Friday, a federal judge blocked the administration from placing more than 2,000 staffers on administrative leave until at least February 14th. In a separate case, a federal judge hears arguments in Boston today on the administration's buyout offer presented to around 2 million federal employees. The White House says the offer still stands with a midnight deadline, while unions argue it's unlawful. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And the other big story of the day, Super Bowl celebrations leaving a mess in parts of Philadelphia today. Cleanup crews were out cleaning up the streets. People partying late, celebrating the Eagles' win over the Chiefs, 40-22. Police say thousands flooded city streets. Several light poles were torn down and a fire broke out near 12th and Market Streets. Meanwhile, take a look at the Wells Fargo Center. That's across the street from Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Super Bowl champs. They didn't waste any time getting that up, did they? You see the digital signs are already there. And still to come for us at noon, the push to stop the production of pennies. How this plays into the quest to cut government spending, we'll explain coming up. And Starbucks giving out free coffee. See how you can get in on the deal today after the break.
Your mom got a new tractor? Yep. Can't she see in the dark? Can do. Hook up all the implements? Can do. Steer with ease? Can do. Bale hay all day? Can do. Shift like a race car? Can do. I'm out of here.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. The starting wage for laborers is up to $21 per hour with no experience necessary. We will train the right candidate. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
No cash, no problem. Head to Wesco on Sparta and get up to 48 months to pay interest-free on all the hot new furniture you want. Looking to level up your space? We've got you covered with recliners, sofas, bedroom sets, and dining furniture. All available with zero interest for up to 48 months. Don't wait. Upgrade your home today and swing by Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Welcome to Luther High School. We'd like to give you a glimpse into what your child will experience here. Smaller class sizes, focusing on their needs. Exploration of the arts. Students working together. At Luther High School, you'll find a community building a foundation for the future and a family for life. For more information or to schedule a visit, go to lutherhigh.org or find us on Facebook at We Love Luther.
Toma Health's cardiac rehab specialists help patients recover from cardiovascular procedures.
Everything that I have done in this hospital, I feel more like a family than I did when I came in or anywhere else I've been. It gave me a second life.
I watched him every day here improve, 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 and I got a husband back.
Learn more about Toma Health cardiac rehab at tomahealth.org.
In your consumer news, President Donald Trump is pushing to cut pennies from the U.S. budget, literally, while Starbucks is handing out free coffee today for rewards members. CBS News' Carissa Lawson has the latest consumer news headlines from New York.
President Donald Trump is taking aim at the U.S. penny in his quest to cut government spending. On social media overnight, the president wrote that he has instructed the Treasury Secretary to stop producing new pennies. A report from the U.S. Mint last year said the 1-cent penny, which is made of zinc with a copper overlay, actually costs more than 3 cents to make. Family-friendly Dog Man topped the weekend box office in North America, fetching nearly $14 million. Slasher comedy Hard Eyes toured to the second spot with more than $8 million. And action comedy Love Hurts took third with over $5 million. And after Super Bowl Sunday, there's Starbucks Monday. Today, the coffee chain is giving rewards members a free tall, hot, or iced coffee. Starbucks fans can redeem the coupon when ordering ahead on the app or present the coupon when ordering in person.
Coming up for us at noon, how a 15 to 20-minute midday nap can boost your productivity. We'll have those details for you after the break. And first, we'll take a live look at what's happening on Wall Street on this Monday afternoon. Stay with us. We're back after this.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
It's one of our biggest sales of the whole year. Get this stylish sofa for just $295. Wow. Get up to 60% off list prices during our huge President's Sale at Slumberland. Relax with this reclining sofa for just $495. Gather around this 7-piece dining set, just $499. This sleek sofa for just $548. You'll get the best deals, like this comfy recliner for just $344. And free shipping. The huge President's Sale at Slumberland. Absolutely the best time to buy.
I feel like I'm reliving the trauma, like it's just a nightmare that I can't wake up from.
Her life changed dramatically 30 years ago, leaving her feeling abandoned by the justice system. Tonight at 6, how a change in victims' rights is helping to repair mistakes of the past. Tonight at 6.
This February.
It's your birthday. I'm going to be 50. 1975. I feel lucky to be here now and to be in it with other people.
Celebrate through February 21st.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8.
Doctors know that complications during pregnancy can raise the risk of cardiovascular disease later in life. But a study published in the European Heart Journal shows even siblings of pregnant women who experience pregnancy complications could have a higher risk of heart issues. The research suggests that genes and shared environmental factors play a role in the link between pregnancy complications and cardiovascular disease. And Black mothers are dying during and after childbirth at 3.5 times higher than white women. Federal health data shows the racial health gap for Black women is increasing, with systemic racism and unequal access to medical care being the main causes. The data also shows overall maternal mortality in the U.S. has dropped since the COVID pandemic. Have you ever taken a nap on the job? One sleep expert says a short midday nap can restore you and leave you more alert. James Rowley from Rush University says a nap should be in the 15 to 20-minute range. Any longer and you could end up groggy. But he says people who rely on naps to get through the day should examine their nighttime sleep habits. As we head to break, we'll take a live look at CityCam 8. Nicole's in next with a look at our forecast.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
Brad Schimmel's ad, it's a lie.
So here's the truth. Schimmel wants to bring back the 1849 law that bans all abortions, with no exceptions for rape or incest. Schimmel gave plea deals to child molesters, let domestic abusers walk with no jail time. And he's the one who let 6,000 rape kits sit untested for 2 years, while survivors waited for justice. That's Brad Schimmel. Too extreme for the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holman. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
Todd Holtz enjoys working at Park Bank because it's a small community bank that allows him to get to know his customers in a personal way. Todd also enjoys the great outdoors and the activities that come with camping. As a loan officer, Todd enjoys finding ways to help his customers realize their dreams. Todd enjoys getting close to nature with friends and family. So visit Todd at Park Bank in La Crosse to talk about your financial dreams and roughing it. Park Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Here's that cold front that we were talking about earlier. Already made its way through the area. We won't really feel the effects of it quite yet as we go throughout this afternoon, but you're definitely going to feel it as we head into tomorrow. So here's a look at our highs for today. Staying chilly, similar to where we were yesterday. Most of us staying in those low 20s out there. However, some locations further to the north could only be reaching the teens today. And then tomorrow morning, you will definitely feel that colder air that's already moved in. Here we are with our lows when you wake up in the morning, basically anywhere south of I-94, seeing the temperatures either a little bit above or a little bit below zero, but anywhere near and north of I-94, getting into the teens below zero. Very cold, likely going to be the coldest day of the week, but we have similar conditions that will last through the middle portion of the week coming up. Here's a look at those highs then as well. Not really finding too much relief as we go throughout the afternoon tomorrow. Most of us staying in those low teens, but again, those colder areas to the north will only be reaching into the single digits. And although winds will be light, they'll be strong enough to make an impact on our wind chill factor going into especially tomorrow morning. So here's what it's feeling like as you wake up in the morning. Everybody feeling like we're below zero in those morning hours. La Crosse sitting at a low wind chill of -9. Eau Claire feeling as low as -20 in those early morning hours. Warming up slightly again as we go into the afternoon, but really not feeling too warm overall. Definitely still feeling like winter out there. Everybody feeling like we're briefly above zero as we go into the afternoon, but really very chilly out there. And as I said, those conditions are going to be very similar as we go throughout the rest of the week as well. Staying below normal for what seems to be the near future. This entire middle portion of the week, high temperatures will only be reaching into the teens, so that means those morning conditions are going to be very cold. Finding some relief as we go into Friday and extending into the weekend as well. But as you can see, it's still below that average line. Our average for this time of year is actually reaching into the 30s now. So we're finding that we're getting to the end of winter, but we're still definitely holding on to it out there as it's not over quite yet. And we'll feel that as we have some snow on the way as well. Going into Wednesday morning, we have that chance coming tonight. Tuesday's looking to remain dry, but a good chance for a nice system to pass through early Wednesday morning. Already seeing flurries starting to move in around 7 in the morning. As you can see though, it's really just grazing our area, mainly seeing the brunt of it going south of I-90. However, everybody south of I-94 has the chance to pick up a couple light flurries. If we take a broader look at this though, you can see that main snow band is really staying off into Illinois and to Iowa, but there is still some time for this thing to change. And if it even moves a little bit further north, our area could be under a heavier snow band. So those snow chances as of now have a lot of questions around them. A lot of that moves out of the way Wednesday, but it will be snowing for most of the day Wednesday under that heaviest snow band. Right now it's looking like anywhere south of I-94, seeing about a 30% chance of getting at least 3 inches of snow, but again, still some questions on wherever that heaviest band will line up. That'll be that deciding factor on whether we get an inch or if we get a little bit more. Other than that, we have another nice chance for some snow passing through as we finish the week out, going into Saturday as well. Could see a couple more inches with that right over Valentine's Day, of course. So if you have any date night plans, definitely something you're going to want to
Yeah, a little bit of a white Valentine's Day maybe, right?
Well, I was telling Allison it's sometimes a little romantic to have the snow falling down,
a
as
little
long
bit
as
of a
it's not
cozy
too
night.
much.
Yeah, put the fire on. That sounds great. Thanks, Nicole. Coming up on the news at noon on this National Teddy Bear Day, we'll show you how a group of students is spreading kindness one bear at a time.
I kind of think of our airport like a small business. It really is super important that we support our local businesses, and that's what helps make a community thrive.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made a most noble sacrifice. Why should you have to continue to do that? Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. And once again, you're called upon by your family to serve and protect. We want you to know we are here to support you. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued in just days, not months. It's not easy to ask for a hand up, but we are clear in our mission. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat or power again. 833-WIS-VRAP. That's 833-947-8727.
As head of criminal appeals, Susan Crawford had one job: keep a convicted rapist behind bars. Yet Crawford didn't bother filing the appeal in time, letting the rapist walk free. The victim, already scarred beyond measure, called Crawford's negligence utterly disgusting. Traumatized by Crawford's disregard for justice, her criminal coddling record is an injustice to us all.
When people come to La Crosse, for those that are relocating to La Crosse, knowing that they've got convenient travel to be able to get out of La Crosse to travel outside of the area is important to them, as well as bringing family and friends in for visiting.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
And finally today, for more than 100 years, the teddy bear has been a symbol of comfort to people of all ages. And on this Teddy Bear Day, CBS's Jared Hill introduces us to an organization called Bear Givers that's working with students to spread kindness one teddy bear at a time.
This is Daddy Bear and this is Mommy Bear.
I mean, come on. Kids and teddy bears, unbearably adorable. But in this New York City classroom, they're also part of a bigger lesson.
I'm going to teach you a little bit about kindness.
Classroom visits like this one are part of what the nonprofit Bear Givers calls the Leading with Kindness initiative.
We just get to spread kindness through gift giving.
Bear Givers launched in 2003 as a way to brighten the lives of children in hospitals with teddy bears. As the program grew, middle school teacher Karen Feldman came along.
You guys are going to give these out to the kids.
Introducing it to some of her students in 2022, hoping initially just to make a difference amid a rise in hate speech at the school. Talk to me about the idea of using decorating the bears in this kindness program as a meaningful consequence instead of just detention.
I wanted to have a program that would give students that jolt of adrenaline, but because they're doing something good. And maybe that would deter them, from doing something bad.
The act of kindness became contagious, spreading beyond the detention doors to other students who then took the reins.
We loved going to schools, and so we all thought, well, we should just continue this in high school.
I think we are planting kindness into them.
This class of kindergartners with cognitive and developmental challenges isn't just receiving a gift, they're passing it on. Decorating the tiny t-shirts on these teddies to take them to another group of students, continuing the chain of positivity. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Since its creation, Bear Givers has donated more than 500,000 bears. And Nicole is back with the final weather check when we come back.
When we sit down with the customer, we're going to present the options. I want to be completely upfront and honest. I want to present every option to the best of my ability, and I want that customer at the end of the day to make the decision for themselves for what's right for them.
Unlock the door to your dream home when you apply for a home loan with Ultra. With our competitive rates, local servicing, and an expert team, we can help turn your dreams into a reality. Get started online or visit your local Ultra office. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Benedictine Living Community can be a great resource for you. From skilled nursing, rehab, senior living apartments, it's hard to know what's right for you.
That's where I come in. My name is Lori. My goal is to help you find the best place that meets your needs and gives both you and your family peace of mind. Live how you want to live with as much help as you want.
Schedule a tour at blclacrosse.org.
I'd love it if you come see me at Benedictine Living Community, La Crosse.
Susan Crawford. She's the prosecutor who locked up violent criminals, the judge who's kept them off the street, and the leader who fought for abortion rights. On the Supreme Court, she'll look at the facts and uphold the law. Fair, impartial, common sense. That's Judge Susan Crawford.
For me, being a judge is really pretty simple. There's right and there's wrong, and I'll always do the right thing for Wisconsin.
Banking should be easy. Ultra's A+ accounts put online and mobile banking at your fingertips. Plus, a contactless debit card for everyday purchases. No stress, just banking made for you. Now that's worth celebrating. Open your account today.
When I'm done, cleaned up, and I take the customer down there, I go through it all with them and explain how the equipment operates, show them how the bypass operates, how to set the clock, how the unit actually backwashes, pulls brine, how a water softener actually works.
Here's a look at what we got for the rest of the day. It's going to stay chilly out there, but we have those evening flurries coming in around 6-7 p.m. Going to be very light, so we're not really expecting too many travel impacts, but again, just for areas south of I-90. Good little fresh snow on the ground, hopefully.
Yeah, a little
more
bit.
than we have.
Yeah, we'll take what we can get for sure. Thank you, Nicole, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tonight.